It's good evening from him, and it's good evening from me. Now, he's going to shut up and try and remain standing whilst I take about 5 minutes of your time to say something deep and meaningful and easily forgotten. If you're not interested in what I'm saying, you can look at the pretty pictures. It has been an amazing year. Yet again, we've set high goals and achieved many, both on and off the field, pitch, court and water. Let's start with rugby. The men's seniors had two sides once again this year in National Divisions 2 and 4. Many of our under-19s stepped up to adult rugby, which allowed them a unique opportunity to learn from more experienced players. It also allowed Phil Baldwin to retire gracefully. Our first had a particularly memorable season, ultimately losing to Hong Kong Scottish in the grand final. Our ladies team joined with Hong Kong University Unicorns and played 15s instead of 10s for the first time, though on occasion they played 15s with only 10. Faring exceptionally well against this year, our youth teams all finished as either runners-up or winners in the leagues or finals. The under-13s were runners-up in the Div 1 Grand Championship final and brought home the bowl from the KL Tour. And also note that the under-14 boys won their Division 2 league. The under-16 and under-19 boys combined with Flying Kukris to play as the Flying Pirates. The under-19s won their Div 2 league. Many of these boys will be moving into the under-19s next year. I particularly congratulate Mikael Christensen both for this evening and Taka Hoshiyama for being selected to represent Hong Kong in the Rugby World Under-20 Trophy in Uruguay. Of course, we can't forget the under-16 girls, who once again proved what a formidable opposition they are, with only one loss across the season, and every player selected to play at the annual New Year's Day tournament. In particular, congratulations are in order to Flo and Angelica, who at just 15 were selected for the under-19 Hong Kong Sevens team. It's hard to believe that with all this representation, that some report recently published does not regard DB as a centre of rugby excellence. I beg to differ. Not forgetting the youngest members of our club, our minis this year made up almost 300 of our members, playing across 23 teams. Our under-6 to under-8 non-contact teams focused on fun rugby, while our contact mixed and girls teams improved their tackling, rucking and teamwork. Our under-12s deserve a particular mention, with 11 players having been with the club since under-6. 13 players have been selected, 6 girls and 7 boys, to play representative rugby, and Richard Hawke's success with the plate win. Our DB Pirates All Girls Beach Festival was incredible for both girls playing rugby and netball. Expect to see a men's and minis tournament to join the roster next season. We have welcomed Deacon to the club as the head of rugby. There are not that many clubs in the world, let alone Hong Kong, with such a seasoned, experienced player, mentor and facilitator on board. On to netball. Our top two teams, the Black Pearls and Buccaneers, played in Div 1 and 2. They had a tough season, but did well in the second half, though the results didn't always go the Pirates' way. The teams played with resilience and passion. I've had it first hand that it's with our 3 lower division teams who stole the limelight and made the strongest challenges for silverware. In Div 7, the Jolly Rogers finishing 4th, likewise the Scalawags, who lost their first 6 games, had an impressive surge with an 8-game unbeaten run, also finishing 4th. Bucking the trend amongst our teams, the Swashbucklers were unbeaten in their first 11 games. Our youth netball is also doing very well, with 4 teams in the Autumn Junior League, which all performed strongly, with Pretty Pollies finishing 2nd in the under-16 Div 2 and the Rascals taking 3rd place in the under-12 Div 1. With hockey, the goal this year was to build numbers, and we're delighted to report that our under-6 doubled their numbers and the section overall grew by 60%. The growth allowed us to enter 2 additional teams into each tournament. We even had under-60s step into under-8s. Our second home tournament was a resounding success, followed by strong performances at other tournaments, reaching a number of semi-finals and several of our players winning individual performance awards. We now have adult hockey on our indoor-outdoor hockey facility. Their first challenge was the Easter 60s tournament, where Pirates had a great debut. Out of 24 teams, we got through the plate quarter-final, narrowly losing in penalty shootout. We're now looking forward to the summer 60s. For dragon boating, it's been a bit of a stop-start season. We have our own boat, which is moored in the marina. We now have a wonderful ladies crew led by the pro coach Joe Jones. However, with all this available, we do not seem to have generated enough interest for men's, mixed or youth teams this year. The ladies are our full backing, however we will need to revisit our seafaring ambitions. As with all Pirates, we get restless, and we're reaching overseas as we speak. The club continues to acknowledge our first head of rugby, Saru Rabini. We are helping to lead a number of his dreams, including the building of a kindergarten over the summer in his home village. Much of what we are and what we can do is down to some key groups. Firstly, our sponsors. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of these amazing people and their companies. Mark from BGC, Jamie from Stevenson Harwood, Cos from Borelli Walsh, Phil from Boardpad, Ray from AXA, now Cigna, Sharon from T8, Sandeep from Bayside. We look forward to welcoming in Hong Kong Resorts next year in earnest. Gentlemen, ladies, thank you. Following on, we must thank HKRU for all their support, the Mini RFU, the Youth Committee, Netball Association, Hockey Association. Next we have the Directors, Management Committee and support groups that deal with kit, buses, finance, the magazine, pitches, photos, equipment and so on. And I cannot name them all, but they know who they are and thank you. We also have the leads of our sections, Kaz, Simon, Shona, Hannah, Kelsey, Will, who are supported by their committees and the head coaches, the coaching teams, team managers and first aiders. If you're one of these people, you make it happen. We have players, the kids, the youth, the seniors, the old, the broken, and anyone in the club who puts their boots on, grabs a paddle, picks up a stick, or puts on a playing bin. No matter what age, thank you for being there. This evening would not be possible without the amazing ball committee who have worked tirelessly to pull it together. The delightful Elizabeth, who is wanting this all to end now. Meg McGrath, Marion Udall, Julie Buddle, the hostesses, and all the other ladies who helped out tonight to make it happen. Oh, and the infamous Lady Liz. Finally, my heartfelt thanks to my best friend, partner in crime and wife, who puts up with me, the club, and you lot, Sharon. My final words before I pass the baton back to the blithering idiot on stage is to start a new tradition. Please, all, charge your glasses. Now, please all stand up. Yes, all of you. This is the new pirate toast. A willing foe, see room, take what you can, and leave nothing behind. The Pirates.